Now, the United Nations Security Council will vote on Monday on a resolution supporting President Donald Trump's Gaza peace plan. This comes following the push by the United States and Arab nations urging the UNSC to quickly adopt the US resolution endorsing Donald Trump's peace plan for the Gaza Strip. Now, the American Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has lauded the joint statement by the Arab nations, adding that the Middle East has never been this close to a real and a lasting peace. He also said that the UNSC resolution will enable the plan, which enjoys broad international and regional support. Meanwhile, heavy rains have flooded hundreds of tents and shelters in the Gaza Strip, leaving the Palestinians who have been displaced by the Israeli bombings in a very desperate situation. Now, the United Nations has expressed fears for their safety, with many families now struggling to cope with the harsh weather conditions. Now, according to reports, the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is planning to meet with a senior Hamas official, Khalil al-Hayya, in the near future. And the meeting's timing and agenda are still unclear, but it's expected to focus on the ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and prisoner exchange negotiations. Now, Steve Witkoff and al-Hayya have met before, notably in Cairo, where they discussed the ceasefire agreement. Meanwhile, the Palestinians in Deir Istia, a village in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, returned to their mosque for the Friday prayers after it was vandalized by these illegal Israeli Jewish settlers. Now, the mosque was attacked on Wednesday night by the settlers, who smashed its windows and then sprayed insulting graffiti and also attempted to torch the mosque. In occupied West Bank, the Israeli settlers have attacked the Palestinian olive harvesters and activists, leaving at least one Palestinian woman very severely injured. Now, the attack on the town of Turmus Aya came as the Palestinians say that this illegal Israeli settler violence in the region is only worsening. The United Nations and the rights groups have now raised alarm about the series of attacks that have taken place by these Israeli settlers. Furthermore, South Africa has permitted entry to 130 Palestinians without travel papers after initially having barred them. But officials say that they'll examine the accusations that an unregistered organization had arranged the trip in an irregular and an irresponsible manner. President Cyril Ramaphosa stressed that they cannot turn the Palestinians back even though they do not have the necessary documents and papers. And our correspondent Calden Ongmu has sent us this report. Listen in.
South African authorities are investigating how 153 Palestinians have mysteriously landed in South Africa without any travel documents. This is the second such plane in 2 weeks. President Ramaphosa said that it appears that these people were flushed out from Gaza, but investigations will continue. This incident has got everyone questioning on whether this could be Israelis' part of the planned deportation that was being mulled earlier to deport people from Gaza to several nations, including Africa. The Palestinian embassy in South Africa said the travel of both groups was arranged by an unregistered and misleading organization that exploited the tragic humanitarian conditions of people in Gaza, deceived families, collected money from them, and facilitated their travel in an irregular and irresponsible manner. For now, South African authorities have admitted 130 Palestinians inside the country out of compassion, as it has largely been supportive of the Palestinian cause and criticized Israel's war with Hamas. However, there are some disgruntled South Africans who do not support admitting Palestinians without proper documentation. This is Calden Ongmu from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION The World is One.